Now, there's a new movie that's going to be coming out this fall, and there's a name that's connected to this movie that I think that you'll be very pumped about. Now, the movie is called Faith Song, and South Carolina running back Marcus Lattimore is going to be in this movie, which is so cool. And Marcus is connected up on Skype with us this morning. Marcus, first off, you're super cool to be on with us this morning. I think you are amazing, and you're getting into acting, which is really cool. But, first things first, that whole injury that the whole world felt, man, that was some day for you.
Absolutely. But you know what? Thank you guys for having me on because it is a great platform to get more exposure for this great message and this great movie. But I'll never forget that day. It was October 27, 2012, and just like you said, the world seen it. And it was devastating to me, to my career. But I was able to get back up. I was able to fight because of that foundation that was laid a long time ago, even before I even started playing the game of football. But yeah, that day is something that probably lives in the minds of a lot of people.
Yeah, it's become such a part of your story as well, Marcus. I mean, you've moved forward, and God's such a strong part of your life that's got you through it.
You know what? I can only thank my parents, my teachers, my coaches for laying that strong foundation. My faith to stand firm on God's will, even when we don't know what's going to happen. It's tough. It's tough to believe what you can't see. But I came out on the other side, and all those promises that God, He promised, they were fulfilled. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans for hope and a great future. And I wake up every day blessed. Wake up every day grateful because of His grace and because I stay faithful to His word. So he's definitely been a big part of my life, the biggest part of my life. And with this next career phase that I have, He will also be. So.
And talk about some blessings over the past 7-8 months. I mean, you got married, and then you walked across the stage and got your diploma. You graduated from South Carolina. How exciting was that?
Yeah, that was a special moment. I've actually known my wife since 2006, and I knew, years going into it, that was the girl I was going to marry. I just didn't know when, and it's definitely been a great journey. With that phase of my life and getting that degree, there's nothing more powerful because now when I speak to kids, when I speak to young adults in the state of South Carolina and all across the country, I can minister at another level because I have that degree in public health. And education is something nobody can ever take away from you. And I'm so thankful for the administrators, for the academic support that I had at the University of South Carolina. They've been nothing but good to me.
And the crowd just went wild when they read your name at that graduation. That must have been really exciting for you.
That's something I did not expect. I can tell you that. I was walking across the stage and I heard one cheer, and then the whole place just erupted.
Let's take you back to that moment. Here is that moment as it happened.
Marcus D. Lattimore.
What's going through your mind as this crowd is just going nuts?
I was literally saying, what is going on? What is happening? But it's so cool. It really is to show that level of respect for me. The people here, they mean so much to me. And not only the people here, just Gamecocks in general all across the country, because they come from all over to come to this great university. And, these people are forever in my heart. And whatever I can do to continue to make them proud, I will.
And there's one thing that you do that makes a lot of people proud, and that is your involvement in the community, because you're so involved in bringing hope to people who need hope.
Absolutely. There's a lot of low-income areas in the state of South Carolina. I grew up in an area that wasn't the best. I grew up in Welford, Duncan area, right in the upstate of South Carolina. And, these people here, they need someone to show them the light. And that's what I think and they know my story. That if they're not, that they don't know my story, they're familiar with it in a way, and it really gives me a platform. It gives me a voice with my foundation to go to these different areas in the state because there's so much potential here. We just have to pull it out, and that's athletically, academically. There's so many young people here who have the potential to do something great in life, and I want to help them along that road.
And now this movie is giving you a chance to reach even more people with your story.
Absolutely. It's I can only I'm so grateful for the opportunity that Frank Hutto, the CEO and founder of North Face Christian Films, gave me. This is amazing. I can tell you that the message that this story carries is going to resonate with so many people across the United States of America because we all go through adversity, and it's all different. But this story, it's about the young girl and her family is killed in the car crash. Well, that relates to so many different things in this world going on right now that, maybe we can provide some sense of hope, for the people here, especially with what's going on in America right now.
The movie is called Faith Song. Here is a clip from that movie that Marcus Lattimore is in.
It's a good book you read.
Yes, sir.
Has a lot of great stories in it. Fearless leaders, courageous triumphs, and selfless acts. But most of all, it's about hope, salvation, and unconditional love.
Yes, sir, it is.
Do you mind if I share my testimony with you?
Sure.
I was once a college football player with a promising pro career. Then my sophomore year, I tore my knee up. I worked hard and I prayed to God to give me the strength to come back and play again. He did. But less than a year later, I blew out my other knee even worse than the first time. I started to ask God why. Why would he let me work so hard to come back from the first knee injury just to let it happen again?
I'm so sorry.
Thanks. But I knew God had greater plans for me.
That's Marcus Lattimore, Faith Song. Dude, pretty awesome. I see you going to be the next Batman, man. After that performance.
It was a great day, and very appreciative of the staff for, cleaning me up on my acting skills a little bit. But, football is great. Sports are great. Don't get me wrong, but it was just a platform for what I would do later in life, and it's been an amazing journey. I never thought that I would stop playing football at the age of 23. I wanted to play 10 years in the NFL, but that didn't happen. And God had greater plans for me, and now I can minister on a higher level because of my story, the story that he gave me. I'm excited about the release of that movie.
Yeah, we are too, and it's coming out this fall, Faith Song. Marcus Lattimore, what a joy it was to have you a part of the family of his radio today.
Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it.